It's just, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. But he's excited. He's excited to get there and to get started. In general, his name's Mac is, I got a big problem with him, but he had a name. I think it was already, he was going to Frank anyhow.
Yeah.
Because they coached together state.
Yeah.
But he left, and the other guy left, and they got rid of their guy. He's been changing a lot of stuff. I mean, spending money,
Mhm,
like I'm
mhm.
this upgraded. We were down, it's funny because we were down
Oh, thank you very much. Different than others, huh?
I think that.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Good evening. Spring Grove Area School District meeting will take effect. If we could please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Okay, welcome everyone. At this time, we're going to do a roll call.
Barshinger.
Present.
Baum. Here. Ramsey.
Here.
Ritz.
Here.
Shearer.
Here.
Stein.
Here.
Waltersdorf. Here. White.
Here.
Wilson. Here.
Thank you, Suzanne. And let's see, announcements regarding executive sessions held since the last Sunshine meeting, January 12th, January 16th, January 19th, January 22nd, and January 28th. At this time, we'd like to welcome visitors. Anyone that is interested in addressing the board, please stand, come forward. None? Okay, thank you. At this time, we have student representative report, and we have a new candidate sitting with us this evening, Ella Miller.
Hi, just a little bit about me. I'm Ella Miller. I'm the Secretary of Student Council. I'm filling in for Cameron, who got her wisdom teeth out, so she's not feeling the best. I'm a senior, and I'm so happy to be here. So a little bit about what's been going on. In Spring Grove Elementary in December, the SG PTO sponsored a hot chocolate and snowball fight the day before break. Kindergarten enjoyed a Polar Express day, and they went to the high school for the Christmas event. During January, the PTO sponsored a movie and popcorn night for all students. In Paradise Elementary, during December, Paradise students worked hard to collect tokens as part of the Project Team Reward program. The reward was a movie day with a concession stand. The Paradise PTO hosted a holiday shop for all students to shop for holiday gifts for family members. It was a huge success. The Paradise students and families sent in dry goods for the Fill the Bus food drive and held a great competition. First grade students won a movie day and for bringing in the most food. During January, the PTO hosted an indoor snowball fight and hot chocolate event on the 27th. The Secretary of Agriculture, Miss Brooks Rollins and Dr. Ben Carson paid a visit to Paradise Elementary to promote the new food pyramid, including whole foods for students. In New Salem, during December, Sundays with Santa, build your own Sundays, craft, face painting, and visit with Santa was held. Let's Keep Warm Winter Drive was sponsored by their student leadership team, which collected distributed hats, scarves, and gloves. During kindergarten, the kindergartners visited the high school for the holiday spectacular event. During January, the Buck a Book reading program started. They had an indoor yard sale for New Salem Elementary Gymnasium, sponsored by the PTO, and they had a Magic Elm skate night on the 22nd of January, sponsored also by the PTO. They had a Lilo and Stitch movie night. They had a book drive and exchange, collecting new or gently used books throughout January. And they will host a free community-wide book exchange event on the 12th of February from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. to build everyone's at-home library, sponsored by the student leadership team. In Spring Grove Intermediate during December, the SGI Snowflakes staff and retired subs from SGI played music for students. The PTO had a popcorn loft fundraiser pickup on December 15th. Student council sold 3D Christmas ornaments before break. Student council gave each student a candy cane before break. Students watched a Christmas movie the last half of the day before break. And during January, the PTO had their weekly Wednesday school store during lunches. In the middle school, during December, they had the Fill the Bus, a holiday music concert hosted by the Spring Grove Alumni Concert. Music students participated in several music events at Windy Hill, Sweet Soundations Choral Festival, Pigeon Hills Strings Invitational, and a jazz concert at Trinity Lutheran Church. They had a fun day before the holiday break, and students assisted with the tree lighting at the square. The mini-thon had their kickoff assembly meeting. And during January, they had parent-teacher conferences, the winter dance, and hosted the York Country Middle School Chorus Festival. And in the high school, clubs at the high school took time out of their day to come together to help with the Christmas tree setup. Student council took a field trip to New Hope Ministries to help families shop for Christmas gifts and help restock items onto shelves. It was a great opportunity, and we are glad we can help out in the community. Every year, student council members are excited for this event. Student council hosted lunch events during the full week before break. We had cookie decorating, ornament decorating, free hot chocolate, and pin the nose on Rudolph. So many students were excited for these events and had a blast. Student council had a staff luncheon, giving free staff lunch as a way to thank them for all that they do for us. And on the 23rd of December, we had a winter pep rally. It was a great success, and there were so many fun games. Student council also hosted a door decorating contest where teachers got to vote on the winning door. And lastly, student council had a gingerbread competition outside the IAC where students could bring in gingerbread houses and the winner got to pick a prize.
Oh,
Well, thank you, Alba. Appreciate your report. And welcome.
Thank you.
Were you nervous?
A little bit, could you tell?
You did a great job.
No.
Okay, moving on, superintendent's report.
Yes, I am nervous, just for the record. Ella, great, but now I've got
Thank you.
nothing. And all of your information was in a little phone and I
Yes,
have all these
Cameron got it
pages.
all ready for me, so I didn't
Different
have
than
to
eight.
read.
Okay, very good. Very quickly, I'd like to shout out some folks, specifically two more YAA graduates, Roberto Mendez and Zachary Collin. Congratulations to those folks from the high school, and also to Karen Baum, who's now the president of the YAA board. So congratulations, Karen. And Dr. Guadagnino and I had the fortune of being there at graduation, and up on stage was Mrs. Baum handing out diplomas. So good for her too. In the thespian world, there's 19 high school students recently participated in the Pennsylvania State Thespian Conference in Allentown. The troupe was awarded the highest honor, which is called Gold Honor Troupe, and Violet Chidester, Hope Vogue, and Warren Parkhurst were named to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. In the world of music, out of hundreds of students of musicians from 8 surrounding counties. Brian Myers earned the top spot, ranking #1 in the cello section at the 2026 PMEA District 7 Orchestra Festival auditions, and then he placed second at districts, which qualified him then for regionals. Congratulations to Brian. The district is proud to share that Dan Brenner, one of our very own music teacher, who oversees the modern band program at the high school, has been named a 2025 Educator of Note by the Central Pennsylvania Music Hall of Fame. This prestigious honor recognizes educators who have made a lasting impact on music education and inspired students through excellence, innovation, and dedication to the craft. Also connected to that, the high school modern band was nominated for a Central Penn Music Award by the Central Penn Music Hall of Fame in the category of Best Youth Band, while 2 SG students, Bryn Brossman and Addison Buffalo, received individual nominations. In the world of athletics, a familiar name, senior David Zapp, earned significant recognition this fall, being named the Defensive Player of the Year for YAIAA and Penn Live, along with the Pennsylvania Football Writers All-State Team defensive line and the PFN Class 5A Coaches Select All-State Second Team defensive tackle honors. Congratulations to David and his dad. Senior and his mom, of course. Yeah. Senior Elena Ziegler earned recognition this fall for volleyball, being named first team all districts and all-state team by the Pennsylvania Volleyball Coaches Association. Junior Elijah Henning continues to do well in the pool by setting numerous diving records. There are many of them. I'm not going to read all of them. We wish Elijah and all the other divers and swimmers well as they participate in the league and district championships upcoming. Congratulations also to the following wrestlers who medaled at the YAIAA Wrestling Championships. Individual girls, Lindsay Beyer, Sylvia Rivera, Mallory Stetter, Ava Dietrich, Milena McCormick, and Grace Cornell. And the boys, Ryder Linker, Ezra Henning, Davis Baum, Jack Rohrball, Alfonso Rivera, Chase Amspacher, Cam Hershey, and Oliver Rumball. The Spring Grove boys wrestling team completed an unusual undefeated regular season in dual meets at 20-0. It's very rare, and won the YAIAA Division I title for the second year in a row, while also qualifying for the district team championships, which were held here in Spring Grove this past week. We will also host the District 3 individual boys championships February 20th and 21st at the high school. Congratulations to the competitive cheer team, coached by Hannah Petrucci and Janelle Newark, for qualifying for the PIAA State Championship in Johnstown. Finally, we would like to wish any or all of our winter sports teams who qualify for districts and beyond. They're just getting cranked up now. Go Rockets. A few other accolades before we move on. The high school mock trial team had an incredible performance at the Ben Franklin Invitational Mock Trial Tournament, which is the toughest in the state of Pennsylvania. Team 1 earned a second place finish, which was the highest result of any high school team in the history of our mock trial. Ben Nadovic and won Outstanding Witness Award. Congratulations to Ben. That's quite an honor. 11 high school students were recognized at the Pennsylvania Future Farmers of America, FFA, at the State Farm Show for earning their official FFA jackets through the FFA Jacket Scholarship Program, organized by the Pennsylvania FFA. Receiving an FFA jacket is a significant milestone that symbolizes a student's participation and commitment to agricultural education through the FFA program. And Azra Muzik, a 9th grade student, placed 3rd in the state in the Bright Financial Futures Stock Market Challenge, sponsored by the Pennsylvania Council on Financial Literacy, and was part of a contest in the Introduction to Business course taught by Mrs. Reiser at the high school. And this coming Friday, a big event at the high school, the York County Junior High Choral Festival. So there'll be hundreds of students from all around the county. Friday evenings, they're there all day practicing, and then in a culminating concert at 5 p.m. And it's free. So if you're not doing anything Friday night, I would suggest you check it out. Last but not least, thank you for your nonverbal vote of confidence. January is Board Recognition Month, a time set aside for school. Do you want me to pass this one up? Oh. A time set aside for school districts to recognize school board members for their volunteer service to our students our school district, and our community. Our school directors voluntarily give their time toward the advancement of public education. They are key decision makers on issues like policy, safety, security, budgeting, and much, much more. They are dedicated volunteers, neighbors, community leaders, parents, and engaged citizens. We give them special recognition this evening, but their contribution is truly all year long, and they are always have our appreciation. Side note, the board convenes meetings beginning at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So if you're wondering what they've been doing all afternoon, they've been sitting in the room over there since 4 o'clock, just a side note. And at your seats, you will find, yeah, take yours, this lovely gift, obviously connected to Go Rockets. So thank you all. My virtual handshake, I'll catch you later, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Please join me in giving them a round of applause for appreciation. That's all I have. President White.
Standing ovation would have been better, but that's all right.
All right, take it. You mean from everybody or just me?
Okay, moving on. So correspondence, at everyone's seat, you have a minutes to spring musical. And it's called Anything Goes. If you have an interest, please fill out your name and what seats or dates you're looking for, and please turn that back to Suzanne. Moving on, we have York County School of Technology. Mike?
What's going on at York Tech? The board, the JOC board had its reappointments of some new members. John Blevins from Redline was reelected as president. Lois-Ann Schroeder was reelected as vice president. Our next board meeting is Thursday, February 26th. Some good notes. No, now my phone don't want to scroll up. Our Hot Rodders Association teams, which we had 4, one of them won first place in the national championship where they tear a 350 Chevy apart and reassemble it. Their time was like in the 15-minute mark for doing that. We had JOC orientation program. I'm missing something here. Our superintendents from the county were there on January 9th. They have recognized our need for more CTE programs across the county. Trying to work in collaboration with York Tech to reach more students one way or another. We appreciate our superintendents working with York Tech trying to solve a problem. That's it on my report.
Thank you, Mike. I have a York VOTEC meeting Thursday.
Yeah.
If anyone was out at the, I guess it'd be York County Racing Saturday at the UPMC, changes names every year. The York VOTEC Hot Rodders were out there. So if anyone got to witness it, what an incredible event. Tear a motor apart and then put it back together. And here's something to think about. York VOTEC, out of a whole United States, is still #1 vocational technical school in the United States. And a lot of schools come back to us to see how York VOTEC does their programs. But to go to Las Vegas with these kids and you're with a whole, school of United States children of vocational and becoming #1, that's pretty impressive. So our
Spring Grove kids on that #1 team too.
yeah, so unique thing, the teacher on there, Josh Heston, both boys were on there, and he teaches that class, and now he teaches adult mechanics. So it's funny how things come back around. So moving on, we have York Adams Academy. Karen?
Right. The York Adams Academy, in addition to the reorganizational meeting and graduation, also held their regular meeting where we worked on the budget, and it will be brought to our board next month. That's all I have to report.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations again. And we have special committee reports. For those who've never joined us, every meeting, we learn more about what's going in our elementary, middle schools, high schools for education, anything with our facilities. So these are reports that our administrators produce to us. So Bill?
Okay, the York Learning Center Joint Authority met December the 10th. Reorganization took place. Scott Wingard from Dowstown appointed president. Todd Geddes from West York is now the vice president. Treasurer's report reflected that the end fund balance was $2.8 million. The building and grounds reported several concerns. The building requires new electrical power service. There are ongoing boiler issues. The roof needs to undergo infrared scan to assess conditions and determine next steps. The current student enrollment stands at 145. That includes the 3 students from Spring Grove. An action item was introduced to approve $8,000 stipend for superintendent of record for the YLCGLL. A vote is scheduled for next meeting to approve Bob Bryson from Southern School District for that role. The next meeting scheduled for March 18th. The primary focus will discuss financing, strategies, and determining next steps for the building project. I'm going to roll right into the YMCA. The YMCA of the Rose Branch Board met virtually on the 13th of January. The YMCA project punch lists are being worked on, anticipating being completed first week of February. The YMCA admin team is attending the Jackson Township meeting, asking for temporary occupancy to move items that were already previously shipped. A pre-construction meeting took place last Friday for the site work. Utility markings will be taking place this Wednesday. That would be followed by temporary fencing being put in place. An upcoming event is scheduled. Egg Hunt Day is March 21st at 4 locations. The 2026 meeting dates were posted. The branch is onboarding a recreation and sports coordinator in April. Next meeting is scheduled for March the 10th.
Thank you, Bill. Board, any questions? Okay, thank you. All right, moving on, we have approval of official minutes. This is from December and January. Do I have a motion? Second?
Yeah.
No, okay, look at that. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. We have treasurer's report. Jess?
Thank you, Doug. All right, so we're looking at the month ending November 2025. And in the general fund, the total is $38.9 million. Nutrition services fund total, 1.4 million. Capital reserve total is 1.5 million. The bond fund total is 7.9 million. And our student activity funds is 170,000. Also, moving on to December, month ending December, our general fund total is 36.2 million. The nutrition services fund total is 1.2 million. Our capital reserve total is 1.5 million. The bond fund total is 7.9 million, with the student activity funds total $188,945. And so moved on the treasurer's report.
Did have a second? Any questions? Roll call vote?
Stein,
Yes.
Ritz,
Yes.
Baum,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Barshinger,
Yes.
Ramsey,
Yes.
Shear,
Yes.
Waltersdorf,
Yes.
White.
Yes. Okay, moving on, we have our business finance reports, budget and finance. Jess?
Yes, thank you. All right, budget and finance board actions requested. Please see A, accounts payable list, approval of the October accounts payable as presented 1 through 8. B, 2026 to 2027 York County School of Technology budget resolution as presented with an increase of 6.78% as noted, reflecting an increase of $118,000 approximately. C, PA Leadership Charter School Settlement Agreement as listed. D, disposal of obsolete equipment, numbers 1 through 7 as listed. And E, services for Paradise Township School real estate tax collection, approval to continue to authorize and appoint York County and the York County Treasurer to collect Paradise Township school real estate taxes beginning January 1st, 26, ending December 31st, 29. So moved on budget and finance.
Thank you. Second? And questions?
Yes. Mike, I apologize. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. This is a tech question.
Yeah.
So I saw the 6.78% increase, but the 2025, the CPI was only 2.7% nationwide. And it looked like they were projecting Spring Grove to have 7 fewer students there this year. Is like the 7 students, is that correct?
I don't know.
You don't
off my
remember?
head.
Okay. All right, yeah, is there any reason why, and I'm right now leaning a no on this, just because of the incredibly high number, and I was looking for insight for you, because you have
Yeah.
more of a know-how what's going on than the rest of us as to,
The last meeting, it was definitely, it's a mixed feeling on it.
thanks, Mike.
So, Mr. Barshinger, if
Yes.
if you're looking for an answer as far as what the major increase is for the York County School of Technology, it's, I would say the major increase would be due to, them purchasing new school buses. So if you remember last year, York County School of Technology, made a commitment to have, fewer hours runs at the beginning and at the end of the day for their students. So they did a commitment for 12 buses. They purchased 4 last year. They'll be purchasing 4 this year, and they'll be purchasing 4 next year. So it's a 3-year commitment for 12 buses.
Do you know if, have they stated in 3 years they're going to reduce how much they're asking for, or is this hike is going to help pay for buses, or is going to pay for buses for the next 3 years? And then they will continue to get $117,000 from us when they don't need to purchase buses. Have they, does that make sense?
They haven't expressed that to me. That, like I said, in all the meetings that we've been at, the largest line item was buses. There was also some increases, larger increases in healthcare as well as salaries and retirement. But the number one was the buses, and it was due to the capital outlay as well as the drivers and everything for that 3-year commitment.
So, yeah, so who transports our kids? Do we transport over there, or do they come and pick up our kids?
They have their own busing system. So again, a lot of the students were having some longer runs, and I want to say approximately an hour plus runs, and they wanted to reduce some of those longer extended runs. So working with their contractor, and I have to apologize, I don't know who specifically is their contractor, but working with their contractor, they were putting a capital outlay out for additional 12 buses.
Did we get, do we receive some sort of discount because we have 7 students dropped? Do we pay per student, or we just pay as like a lump sum?
We pay per student.
And Mr. Zapp, can you explain too, if we vote no on B, could it still be passed if other districts do not?
Correct.
9 districts.
Right.
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
14.
That's what my question is if we vote no here,
It could
does
still-
that have any impact on negotiation or? Yeah,
It'll make
So
them
it-
go back in.
yeah. So
Redo
if we
their
vote no
budget.
here, would that impact their negotiation with the other schools? So in order for us to get a better percentage,
They
right?
have to get a majority of the schools to agree to it, or
Yep.
if they don't get the majority of the schools to agree to it, then they have to go back and give us a new
Yeah, they'll
presentation.
go back and redo
Correct.
budgets. I'm unfortunately, being an alumni of there, I'm on the offense. We turn a lot of children away from that school that don't get in, and I understand it's now 4 years. Me personally, they should leave it at 3. A lot of kids that even, 8th grade still don't know what they want to do for a career, but that's give or take. That's just one opinion here. But the sad thing is, and I don't know, and we have an attorney sitting right beside us, unfortunately, I think they're at a point where I don't know why they can't be a regular school district instead of using everyone's funds to feed that school. 2, I think somewhere along the line, if you're going to have that type of school, you need to start having an outlook of putting a location in the southern, northern, eastern, so they can offset their bus runs and make it a little more efficient and have more children be involved in there. So, me personally, I was going to ask for a separate vote for B.
Make a motion to have a separate vote on B.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote. That be for, we'll do A through E, and then we'll do B.
A through E minus B. Ramsey.
Right.
Yes.
Barshinger.
Yes.
Ritz.
Yes.
Waltersdorf.
Yes.
Shear. Baum.
Yes.
Stein.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Budget and Finance, item B. Ritz.
No.
Ramsey.
No.
Wilson.
No.
Waltersdorf.
No.
Barshinger.
No.
Stein.
Yes.
Baum.
No.
Shear.
No.
White.
No. Okay. Moving on. We have buildings and grounds.
For White, I'd like to make a motion for building and grounds if there's nothing else on the agenda.
Absolutely. Please do.
I motion that the board consider building a rear access road to the high school.
Second.
And
For
go ahead.
discussion.
Let me redo that one. That we did I say the word consider when I said that?
Yes.
Okay, that's so fine.
This is just opening it up to relook at it, we're not voting. It was very short, just so everyone else is aware who's online.
Explain too.
We're just looking into it to figure out how to move forward, different options that we have, not voting on what we
So
voted
just revisiting.
down.
We voted down a road historically, and it just came to our attention that there's a potential grant that we may be able to get, and also looking at a more cost-effective way to do it. So we are reintroducing the road. So the members of our administration team can do some work and represent that to us at a later date. So all we're doing is saying we would like to get some more information and understand the grant.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll do a roll call vote on that, Suzanne.
Waltersdorf.
Yes.
Ritz.
Yes.
Ramsey.
Yes.
Stein.
Yes.
Barshinger.
Yes.
Baum.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Shear.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Notate that somewhere as a 9-0, just for on a calendar.
It'll go in the minutes, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Doug, thank you for bringing that up. And moving on, we have transportation. Doug?
Yeah, transportation actions requested. Item A, 25-26 Christ bus van drivers, approval of following additional contracted bus drivers as listed. Item B, 25-26 Faithful van drivers, approval of following additional contracted Faithful company drivers as listed. So moved on transportation.
Questions? Roll call vote.
Barshinger.
Yes.
Ritz.
Yes.
Shear.
Yes.
Waltersdorf.
Yes.
Stein.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
Baum.
Yes.
White.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Management reports. We have policy. Rodney?
Yes, policy board actions requested. First reading, approval of the first reading for the following policies. Policy number 317, employees conduct disciplinary procedures. And number 2 is policy number 320, employees freedom of speech. Item B is donations. Acknowledge and or accept the following donations in accordance with the board policy number 702, gifts, grants, and donations as listed. So moved.
Any questions? Roll call vote.
Ramsey.
Yes.
Baum.
Yes.
Waltersdorf.
Yes.
Ritz.
Yeah.
Stein.
Yes.
Barshinger.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Shear.
Yes.
White.
Yes. Okay, before we move on, I would like to thank all the donors for their donations to the various clubs. Thank you very much. Do truly appreciate that. Okay. Personnel, Nicole?
Okay, personnel board actions requested. Letter A, retirement, acceptance of the following retirement with regret. Melissa Arts, Spring Grove Area Middle School Nutrition Services Support. Letter B, teacher appointments, approval of the following teacher appointments provisionally hired pending receipt of updated clearances and completed Act 168 disclosure forms from previous employers, as listed. Letter C, transfer, approval of the following transfer with compensation established at the hourly rate included on the minimum compensation matrix for the position and commensurate with years of experience as listed. Letter D, appointments, approval of the following appointments provisionally hired pending receipt of updated clearances and completed Act 168 disclosure forms from previous employers with compensation established at an hourly rate as listed. Letter E, classified substitutes, approval of the following substitutes for the classification as listed for the 25-26 school year according to the hourly rates indicated on the compensation matrix as listed. Letter F, teacher substitutes, approval of the following individuals holding a PA teaching certificate or a bachelor's degree and completing the district guest teacher orientation program to substitute teach in all subject areas during the 25-26 school year at a daily rate of $125 as listed. Letter G, an extracurricular position, approval of the following individuals for the 2025-2026 school year with compensation determined by the extracurricular minimum stipend matrix and authorizing discretion to reduce, prorate, or cancel an appropriated payment because of delayed, shortened, or canceled events as listed. And letter H, appointment of superintendent of schools, approval to appoint Dr. Daphne Kirkpatrick, PhD, to the position of superintendent of schools for a term of 5 years, commencing on or before July 1st, 2026 and ending on or before July 1st, 2031 at a starting salary of $185,000 pending receipt of all professional documentation with recommendation that the board president be authorized to execute the employment contract on behalf of the Board of School Directors. So moved on personnel.
Any questions? Roll call vote.
Yes. Ramsey,
Yes.
Ritz,
Yeah.
Wilson,
Yes.
Stein,
Yes.
Barshinger,
Yes.
Waltersdorf,
Yes.
Shear,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Congratulations. Please.
Do you have anyone in the, I didn't get a chance to ask you, is there anyone here that you'd like to? Yes, please. Or do you want to do your? Wave. There we go. Hello. Oh, no, they're up there. Very good. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, I also will come back to you in a moment, if I may. Melissa Seabohm, where are you? I didn't get a chance. There you are. Hello. We're waving at everybody tonight. There we go. Just a real quick introduction. Melissa was approved to be the Paradise School Elementary counselor. Emma Tice is moving from Paradise over to the middle school, and that's why we have an opening in Paradise. So she's coming with 24 years of experience in counseling and other things, and she's also down at Southern right now. So she'll be starting here in a couple months as well. Congratulations, Melissa. Thank you for coming. Just for the record, that's not rocket blue. It's blue, but it's not rocket. Okay. I'm sure someone will help you out later, Melissa. Go ahead.
Okay, so on
Thank you.
behalf of the entire school board, our sincere congratulations to Dr. Kirkpatrick. I hesitate because the board will tell you I'm not a big doctor fan. No, nor ties, unless you're a medical, but we'll go there another day.
Just keep reading.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Daphne. So, and all kidding aside, a huge thank you to Ed Albert for all of his hard work, preparation, and communication with us as a board, and his input, guidance, and facilitating this search that has been remarkable. He has done an impressive job, and we truly appreciate him. I will be first to admit, I was the only one that voted no, not to bring Ed on. We have since then hugged it out, and we're good to go. But in all honesty, I truly will say top-notch gentleman. He brought to all things aside, he brought a lot to the table. He was very honest, I think, with the administration, teachers, staff, students, community, with every one of us as a board, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. So you're.
I knew I would have some tears tonight. So thank you. There's a few things I need to say. First of all, to the audience out here, to the staff. I sent a letter to all of you right around Thanksgiving, thanking you for the Spring Grove Way. When I was told the Spring Grove Way, I really didn't know what that meant. I now know what it means, but if somebody would ask me to explain it, I can't tell them because you have to be here. So I have that letter here and you saw it before, so I wanted to thank you and I want to thank you tonight. Secondly, I'd just like to recap, but not much of it because I think you know that we went through the timeline, we went through everything that I put together where I stood up here to make my presentation that we were going to do, we did. But what's most importantly is I changed gears a little bit. I have a letter I want to read to you tonight. Please excuse me. I want to thank each of you for the opportunity to support the district through this superintendent's search. This was not an easy search. The board entered the process with differing perspectives, strong convictions, and a shared responsibility to make a decision of great consequence for the district's future. That kind of work is demanding. It requires both courage and commitment. Over the course of these 3 months, I observed meaningful growth in how you engaged with one another and with the process. You listened, asked hard questions, challenged assumptions, and stayed at the table even when consensus did not come easily. Most importantly, as the search progressed, the board demonstrated a clear shift towards collaboration and shared purpose. By the end of the process, you came together in a way that reflected respect for one another and a genuine focus on what is best for the district. The unity you demonstrated at the conclusion of this search is not accidental. It is a result of an intentional effort, professionalism, and a willingness to work through differences rather than around them. That ability will serve you well as you move forward with Dr. Kirkpatrick and the important work ahead. Thank you for your trust in the search process and for your dedication to the students, staff, and community that you serve. It's been an honor to work alongside you with respect and appreciation. Now, few names. First of all, I'd like to thank Hope. Every school I went to, Hope took me there. I followed her in her car, dropped me off and said, I'll pick you up. Stopped by at lunchtime, make sure I had food, I always did. And came back at the end of the day. Suzanne, you're the best. I was blessed as a superintendent of having people like you, but you're the best. Dave, I finally met somebody who kind of mimics my style. You're no, you're the best.
Make sure that was a compliment.
You know, when I pray at night, we would have been a heck of a tag team. It's really, but most importantly, the person who really touched my heart the most was a guy by the name of Michael Hine. So, part of life that you give back. I thought I was right. My father was not here, obviously, would be proud. Oh, I just like it at the, so there's, he found it, the spring road, because he got. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed. Just real quickly, Mike Hine is one of our SROs. He's at the middle school. I meant for them. He's not like the guy walking down the street going to Kenny's. I just want to make sure the audience and those watching at home, phenomenal man, and putting you aside for a moment, but his office is filled with trinkets and candies, and his chair is a Spider-Man chair. I mean, he's an incredible man, and he relates with the students like no one that I've seen. And you had that feeling after you met him. And I just want to make sure others knew. And he buys that stuff out of his own money. And it's a tremendous amount of candy, and not just candy, but little trinkets and all kinds of things. But that's the connection. So I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
And Ed, there's a little parting gift for you. The bag there. You don't need to. No, you don't need to, but you can move it away from Daphne.
It's not for her, Ed. It's not for him. I think she also wants to say something.
So, Daphne?
I don't know how I'm gonna follow that act, but I don't have a check or anything. I did want to thank Ella for admitting, being courageous to say she was nervous, because I'm a little bit nervous too. I kept telling myself, the hard part's over, Daphne. Like, why are you nervous now? But I do want to recognize that, as it has already been mentioned, that the interview process was one of the best that I have experienced. The board, in collaboration with Dr. Albert and Dr. Renault, led a thoughtful and collaborative process. Communication was clear every step of the way. I never had to wonder when I was going to hear from Ed, because I always knew on the spot, and he kept his word every time. The staff and community input was invaluable in helping me understand district needs and further solidifying my excitement for the position. For the special people who are here in support of me this evening, I want to thank them for their support and encouragement. They have been my cheerleaders, my mentors, and my best friends for more than 10 years. I was privileged to work under the leadership of Dr. Kathy Keegan, who's in the middle back there, during her tenure as superintendent of the Milton Area School District, where we worked together for 9 years while I was director of education. Although not here in person, my mom and family and friends are watching live stream. While I've had the privilege of working with many amazing leaders, I would not be where I am today without the support and foundation of family and friends. Spring Grove's proud history and strong sense of community are exactly what drew me to this role. I'm truly honored by the board's trust and confidence in me as the next leader of the Spring Grove Area School District. I look forward to serving our students, supporting our staff, and working in partnership with our families and communities to ensure that every student has the opportunity to succeed. This morning, I read a leadership article, and it said, creating a shared definition of success cannot be done for a community, cannot be done to a community, but can be done along with and alongside the community. And that's what I'm excited to do here at Spring Grove, and I'm ready to get to work. In the coming months, I'll be shopping for a new home and working with the team to have a smooth transition. Right, Dave?
Absolutely.
All right. I just have a couple of remarks, Ed. I do have some tissues for you, and I'm going to need them, and probably the board here. And I can't believe to say, but I did write this somewhat, but thanks to Suzanne, I cannot take all the credit. She aligned some words for me, but I would like to personally thank each member, and and that is adding my vice president here of Nicole Wilson and the board of directors for coming together and working together from start of the search through the 6-month process to appoint a superintendent of schools for Spring Grove Area School District. We all gave up countless hours to consider how to conduct a search, select a consultant, work through the process, read through hundreds of survey responses, ultimately bringing us to an unanimous decision to bring Daphne on board. That in itself speaks volume to our collaboration. What's most important is that we heard you, and that meant the community. We listened. As a staff and community members, your voice is what we were looking for in a qualified candidate. I want to thank you, along with each member of the stakeholder group that came together to represent their respective areas of staff, key partnerships, and organizations. It is the board's humble opinion that Dr. Kirkpatrick meets the high expectations of all stakeholders, and we are very pleased to welcome her as our next superintendent of the schools. So again, thank you all very much. Hold those applauses. I know we all have our differences. You know, we're 9 different personalities, but truly we did come together and made this one right. So thank you all very much. Okay, moving on.
Dr. White,
Yes,
can
sir.
I just throw something out there real quick?
Certainly.
It was touched on, a huge part of this process was made a lot smoother, I feel like, because Dr. Albert, Dr. Renault, and Suzanne. We had some extra people help us this time when we went through it, and that was
Right.
really invaluable. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys. We were elected to do this, and you guys were there and helped support us the whole way, and it certainly got us to the right place.
And it did very much. Thank you, Ben. Suzanne, Dave, Albert, again, thank you. Ed.
I thought you were on a last name basis. Hey, Albert. How you doing?
Long story.
It's a long story, and it was a
really.
retaliation on
All
behalf
right,
of our new
let's get this
superintendent.
going so we can get to the cookies. So we are moving on to curriculum. Eric?
All right, curriculum board actions requested. A, dual enrollment agreement with Messiah University, approval to enter into the attached collaborative dual enrollment agreement with Messiah University and provide eligible high school students with the opportunity to enroll and participate in college courses offered by the university that satisfy both high school graduation and college credit requirements. B, overnight conference request, approval for Mark Zapp, Jen Lepo, Bill Stiles, and Kirsten Hess to attend the PASBO annual conference in Pittsburgh, March 25th to 26th, at the proposed cost presented during the January 12th DSF. C, trip requests as listed, and so moved. Curriculum.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote.
Waterstor,
Yes.
Ritz,
Yeah.
Baum,
Yes.
Stein,
Yes.
Shear,
Yes.
Barshinger,
Yes.
Ramsey,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
White.
Yes. And we have athletics and music. Karen?
Athletics and Music Board actions requested. Letter A, overnight conference, approval for Jeff Laux, Student Athletic Coordinator, to attend the Pennsylvania State Athletic Directors Association Annual Conference at Hershey Lodge in Hershey, Pennsylvania, March 17th to the 20th, 2026, at the proposed cost presented during the January 12th DSF. So moved on athletics and music.
Any questions, comments? Roll call vote.
Stein,
Yes.
Ramsey,
Yes.
Ritz,
Yeah.
Waterstor,
Yes.
Shear,
Yeah.
Baum,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yeah.
Barshinger,
Yes.
White.
Yes. And we are at adjournment of our regular voting meeting. Questions? Roll call vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, before we leave, I'd like to thank the following, the community, the administrators, teachers, students, staff, everyone online, and the board for coming out this evening. Thank you very much. Truly appreciate it. And there are refreshments in the next room if you'd like to stay and meet and greet with Daphne or the board or Doug.
Or anybody.
Yeah. Right. Oh dear. Stop it.